Welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do a collective energy reading, a general reading for my collective. Please smash that like button, share, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Thursday nights, I do live donation readings, so if you're interested in giving it a go and seeing if the energy resonates with you, Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is a good time to check me out. All right. Sometimes I pop on and do other lives, but for the most part, my Thursday nights are dedicated to doing live donation readings. I also do an occasional Friday when my group of three of us will read you on IG. You can look up my name and see that when I'm on live, but it's usually around. I think we do around 9 o'clock on Fridays. Okay, so check me out on Instagram. Occasionally I go on live on TikTok, but not much. I think I'm going to do more of that as the year goes. And yeah, I'm pretty much here. Dedicated to be here with you guys and YouTube. Man, all right. All right, so thanks for coming to my channel again. Let's get started. Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What do they need to know? Just so you know, unlike other readers, I don't know, I pray before I turn my camera on. So if you wonder if I just pull cards, no, I do pray, but I always pray before the camera's on. That's just the way I do things. Everybody different. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What do they need to know or be aware of? One at a time. Situation, action, outcome. A couple cards upside down. Divine Matrix. I'm getting 5D energy from this. Let me turn my cards right. I'm getting 5D energy from this. It's something about divine masculine and divine feminine having a meeting spot is what I'm hearing. Now, I don't know if that's what the author of this deck intended, but that's what it puts me in the mind of, and I'll clarify that because I do love reading some of the I don't always read intuitively because I want to read what the author says on some of the cards, and some of them I'm so used to, I just let spirit give it to me intuitively because it is what it is. Like I do both. You know what I mean? The Gemini Sag rising in me. I got to read sometimes, and I got to tell you how TI is. But the Divine Matrix. So we're gonna keep going. Hold on. Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What do they need to know? Oh, uncharted seas. But somebody is in a place unknown, no man's land. Like they haven't been here before. So whatever the emotional state that you or someone is in is someplace they've never experienced before. Ooh, a great big love. Ooh, it could be that somebody never felt love like this before. The 2 and a 6 equal 8. This 10, this is a 10 with the direction that they're going in, uncharted sea. And then we got another 8 here. What's the bottom of the deck? A willing release. Ooh, wee. So this is Divine Matrix. I'm going to read what the author says about that. But I feel like this is about where the two meet. The connection of two. The Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. This is given. We've never been at this point before. So this also gives, like, maybe in your relationship, is either elevating or changing at a level you've never experienced. And the first thing I heard was, if y'all just split up, maybe you've never split up for this long. You know what I mean? Maybe it never seemed like it would be over, but now it's seeming like it's over. You know, it's something to where one or both of y'all didn't experience this before. But here we got a great big love. So, I don't know. I don't know, collective. I feel real torn right now from what I'm hearing Spirit say and what I'm seeing. So I'm going to tell you both. What I heard is that this uncharted sea is expanding your love, right? But I also get the love of self. It's never been bigger than this. It's almost like, I can't say it's been a separation, but I will say if it's been a separation, because with will and release, there was a surrendering. It's like you got to know yourself more, maybe, like in a way, and a depth of love for yourself that you never had before. That's what I'm getting. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a relationship with someone and it makes you recognize the fact that you need to fall back in love with yourself. You need to have more self-respect, more self-worth, more love for yourself. Maybe because this person is not able to provide that love for you that you thought they should. And it's really because of that gap of love you didn't have for yourself. It's like your personal self-love, self-worth is expanding due to this. And theirs may be as well. But this is an uncharted sea. This is something that the two of you didn't expect or had never been before. Now, we have willing release. So I feel like there was someone that let go. And they just, I want to say, you know how these blow in the wind? When we were kids, we used to blow these and wish. Um, I feel like somebody said, I'm just going to wish or I'm going to pray about it. And then I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to rack my brain. I'm not going to stress myself over. I'm just going to release it to the spirit. I'm just going to surrender and let it go. Wow. All right. So let me see what this divine matrix, what they say it is about. So we're in energy 7, thought. And it says, the realm of spirit, knowledge that we are all divine beings, part of the tapestry, weaving our dreams into the fabric of reality. Synchronicity, learning to trust the way things unfold. Wow. So you got learning to trust the way things unfold and uncharted sea. So in the willing release to lead into a great big love, that is so synchronistic. Synchronistic. Okay, because it's like you reach the point where I just got to let it be what it is. I just said that about will and release. All right, let me see. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, a divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum. You are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life, you're being invited to be conscious of the pattern you're weaving. Isn't it amazing to know you have such a power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them. Are you ready? Wow. So you can manifest the life that you want, right? And the things that you can't see really are still connected to you. Just like with your person, and I was saying to you in the 5D, you didn't meet by coincidence. People call it coincidence, but it's not. It was meant. It was fated. And you guys meet or link or still connected in this divine matrix. This is your person. Turn this thing off. This is your person. Let's go with our uncharted sea. Why not? While we here. It says stepping into the unknown without a map, moving beyond your comfort zone, choosing to do things differently, trusting in the ebb and flow of life, being in the dark and letting curiosity lead to faith that all will be well. Since your comfort zone is sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar harbor, you're finally coming into yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available right now, where you've landed in life. Now, however, is not one of those times. Like the archetype hero journey, the universe is inviting you to step into uncharted waters. Something is stirring. Adventure is calling. You may want to resist this urge because it will involve leaving your comfort zone, but embarking on this journey is essential for your well-being. Navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means you won't have a map because no one else has ever been there. On this journey, you cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who have gone before you. This new territory is yours to explore. You are invited to be a pioneer, a path maker, a magical cartographer who draws your map with your own life force as the ink. This is the day to dive into the novel experience and fully immerse yourself in the new. You don't know what this sea is you don't know what this sea of possibility has in store for you. So stay curious and refrain from judgment or the need to label. Give yourself the time and the freedom to be curious without the limitations and boundaries projected on you by your memories or your expectations. You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same for surveying these waters. Like I said, this is a place you've never been before. And it's not what you can expect because you don't know. And what I was saying to you intuitively is that you've reached a point in this relationship where you may not know where this is going to go. You may not know what's going to happen next, right? Because y'all are in a space with each other that you've never existed in before. So if you were, let's just say you were in a relationship where you guys went back and forth, or you were connected to each other for a very long time and then there was a break. You never had a break this long, or you've never been broken up before, or something about y'all not being in that space. The other alternative is that you've never loved anyone like this before, and the way it feels is like you cannot describe it or put expectations on it because nothing ever felt like this before. So you got a few things going on. You meet this person in the matrix and finally realize you've always been connected in some way. The signs and the synchronicities, it's like from the time you met this person and what transpired to now, it's almost like, it was like the universe lining something up for you to come into collide with each other, meet each other at some point in time. That was meant. That was part of your contract before you got here. And now this uncharted territory is sending you to a great big love, but what in what way? And we'll clarify that. But this great big love, let's see what they say. Love without conditions, romantic love and how that experience changes you. Deep and profound harmonious connections, soulmates. Love heals all wounds, begins all life. It sustains you when you are starving for grace, when you stumble and fall, and when you lose sight of your purpose and fall prey to the limited perspective of the ego. Now is the time to fall in love, call in the awareness of the great big love that made you, which is ever pulsing through your veins. There's a heightened sense of awareness in the beginning stages of a relationship when nothing else matters but who is in front of you. You see them, you see yourself in them, and you move in sync with the cadence of your hearts. You surrender to the magic you share and engage in a harmonious dance that is seamless in its movements, rising and falling with each moment, each breath. Although this card may pretend such an intimate connection, you don't have to wait for a partner to experience it. You're being invited to explore love in all its beauty. Can you love without conditions, without needing things to be perfect? Do you love your life, what you do, how you contribute to the world? Today, invite love with a capital L into your inquiry. You will be amazed, and your very questions may be changed as a result. Love is the strength you need today, the lens you must look through to find the truth your way. Love is the only way, and the only answer. Now, let me say this too. What a lot of people don't get when they are in connections and there's some turbulence in the connection, love is a verb. That means love is an action word. It describes an action. Love is not just a statement. It's a statement of an action. That means with love, you need to demonstrate what love looks like, what love is, what unconditional love is, right? And if you've never been loved unconditionally, I feel like this is where you guys are in this uncharted sea, because what you expect love to be or what they expect love to be could be vastly different based on your experiences. Spirit is telling you now to let go of what that experience is and just let it be. Surrender it. Now we have a will and release. It says yielding to a divine plan, releasing attachment to form, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. Some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that in our co-creative partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and making any necessary actions, but you must then surrender the form, the timing, and the how to your higher power. There is a divine plan for each of us. When acting on faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. Right now, can you immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will on your behalf without interference? Can you be open to receiving what's yours, even if it's not packaged in the form you thought you wanted? Perhaps if you look deeper, you will see that you received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. You have to put in the work, define your desires, feel them deeply, engage in your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundation of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart can be really no, I'm sorry, knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? Let me just say this real quick. Um, I feel like masculine energy. Okay, let me back up. You know, it is thought to believe, based on patterns and observations, that people choose their love interests similar to their parents, right? Um, They, a young boy that loves his mother might choose a mate similar to his mother. Something about her may resonate with him like his mother. If he had a good mom, that's a good life. Or if he had a bad mom, it doesn't matter. And same conversely with young ladies, like they may gravitate to their father figure in that young man that they find, or they may go completely opposite. It all depends on the person and the circumstances. But we tend to gravitate to things that make us comfortable, things that we're familiar with. So when I was a child, I thought that I was going to have a tall, dark, and handsome man. You know what I mean? Like tall. Like my grandfather, who was, I think, 6 foot or better. I thought that's what I was going to have. Somebody dark skinned like him and tall. I didn't really check for somebody in that particular. I just thought that's probably what I'm going to end up with too. Something like that. And he's probably going to have a personality like my grandfather. I really thought that as a child. Um, but my husband is not a reflection of that. He has good qualities. And you know what's crazy? Is he was raised like I was. We both had our grandparents integral in our life for our development. You know, if it wasn't our parents, it was our grandparents that took care of us. So our background is so similar, it mirrors each other. But he's not tall like my grandfather. He's not short either, but he doesn't look like him. You know, I thought it was going to be somebody that kind of favored my grandfather in the physical aspect. But if I had held on to this person had to look a certain way, then I wouldn't have met my vibrational match. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to release the attachment that we have to people or circumstances being exactly the way we want it, especially our attachments to people if they are not operating in the way that is our vibrational match. Hold on, y'all. Oh, we almost 20 minutes in, and we just on the oracle cards, y'all. But yeah, so I feel like what Spirit is saying is that let go of your perception and expectations. Let go of that. Because whatever you're dealing with right now is not something you've ever experienced. No one can tell you how to feel, how to be, how to understand it, how to unpack it, because everybody's experience is uniquely different. And I will tell you from personal experience, I've had experiences. I try to unpack with others. But there's a level of it that even when they respond to me about it, it's like, yeah, that's not exactly it. Like, I couldn't possibly explain everything about it and get somebody to truly understand my perception of it. And then give me advice on it when they haven't experienced it themselves. Like, this is not their journey, right? And there's conclusions that I have to come to about it based on my experience with it. No one else can tell me how to feel or to behave. And people have tried, and I'm like, no. And there may be times when people have given me really great advice, but there was a point in time where I wasn't ready for that change. I wasn't ready to make that decision. I had to get there. I had to arrive there naturally. It couldn't be a, you tell me to do it and I do it. I realized that about my clients too. When I talk to them, like, you know, it's like a little frustrated. Like, I know you know what you need to do, but they're only going to do it when they're ready, if they really are ready and want to do it. And then when they arrive, it's a celebration because maybe it just took them some time. Maybe it took them a different decision to get there. You know, a little bend in the road, a little fork in the road. They went left when they should have went right, but that opportunity to go right eventually reappeared, and they took that exit. That's kind of like how it is when people give you advice, and it's sound advice. There's nothing wrong with it, but it might be not something you're not ready to do. Sometimes people will tell you cut something short, right? But you haven't done all you can do. But when you realize I've done all I can do in a situation, no matter what this is, and I've exhausted all possibilities, then that's when you need to have that willing release. You got to just let it go. There's nothing else to do. The love's still here, big love. It's uncharted sea. Yes, you've never been here before, but there is a connection that you cannot force, that you should not force, right? All right. What's up? What's up? Let's see. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. I'm going to do one more oracle and then some tarot. I won't hold y'all long, so tell me more, Spirit. What do we need to know, be aware of? Etheric cord. See, okay. So we got divine matrix, and then we got a card that almost contradicts that with etheric cords. But I would say almost, because this talks about etheric cords. I don't know if I said that right. This talks about cutting, like the cords. It's almost like that Bible verse that talks about when a man takes a wife, he leaves childish things behind. I feel like that's a Bible verse, or if not, that's a some type of colloquial thing. But it's like you're supposed to, when you go build a family with somebody or build a relationship in a family with somebody, it's time to cut the cords of your parental unit. Not in the way that makes it seem like you don't love your family. No, it's time to cut that umbilical cord that keeps you in that childlike mind. You know, and there may be some connections that you must cut because they're unhealthy, they're toxic. It's time to cut those cords, right? And focus on what's good. But this card represents cutting cords that are no longer serving you. So we got some cutting here. Tell me more, Spirit. Soul's forgiveness, yeah. Soul's forgiveness. I don't know why, but this gives me forgive yourself. If you know, this is random and this is not for everybody, but if you ever had an abortion, because you weren't ready to be a parent at that time, or you encouraged somebody to get an abortion because you weren't ready to be a father, you know. Forgive yourself. If you weren't ready, you weren't ready, you know. And that's random. That's not for everybody. But that's also a part of uncharted sea. You don't grow up thinking I'm going to kill babies. I'm going to end I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but you don't grow up thinking that you're going to end the life of another being. Like, that's not what you should be thinking now. Some people could be raised to think like that, because some people could have said some mean, harsh things to you that make you think that's what you're supposed to do. But it's time to forgive yourself for any losses that you have occurred. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this woman, she got one child that almost looked like he's crying and crawling toward her. The other one staring up at her in awe. And she's not connected to either one of them. If they belong to her, they belong to her, but she's not connected to them. If you really observe the body language, she is closed off to both of these children, not attending them. And one wants her look like deeply, and the other one is just in awe. Wow. You know, I'm also getting bad parent, meaning a bad mother in particular. Somebody who neglects their children. There's some really neglectful energy here, but I feel like that's a different message. That's not the same. This is somebody that needs to forgive their own soul so they can find peace and joy in the family that they built. But take it how it resonates. Oh, that 2 cards didn't mean that. Wounded healer and fearless love. Now, fearless love, this is that Oshun energy. This is about loving oneself. This is about sensual loving, or being the embodiment of what love is, knowing how to nurture, knowing how to bring in love and give and receive, basically. This is that big love kind of energy. Fearless and great big love. That's that matching energy. But we also got wound healer. And I think I read something in the cards about healing somebody with love. I think, yeah, great big love. So somebody, you know, there is someone in your life, maybe including you, that needs healing through love. Maybe you are their wound healer. I don't know. Bottom of the deck. Sacred lust. I don't know what that one means right now, because that's not really speaking to me. And I can't show this card because she's naked. But I get some Leo energy. There's a lion in here. Let me just see if I could do it like this. The moon energy. We have a full moon right now, but this is not a full moon. She has admirers. I also feel like somebody may be releasing somebody who wanted folks to serve them. If you're looking at if you see the 2 guys, they look like service. I feel like there's somebody who wanted to use seduction to get someone or someone's to serve her, to be at her beck and call. You know, I'm getting flying monkey energy. I'm getting control. I'm getting manipulation. I'm getting, like I said, that seductive energy. Somebody's trying to seduce people by their sheer nakedness, or maybe their sheer attraction, to get other people to serve them. Now, for this to fall on will and release, is somebody got to let that go, because that's that devil energy. You know, somebody's using their toxicity to get you to do what you want. You know what I mean? This is also giving inappropriateness with people, like trying to seduce them, to keep them around. It's time to release that. But that moon energy at her crown is giving, they use someone's emotions to manipulate them. Similar to what Tarot says about the moon, is that illusion and that delusion. Well, this person is naked. They give it an illusion of sex and allure, which gives somebody this feeling like, oh, okay, this is what love is, or this is, no. It's not what you expected. I'm going to tell you that. But there is a great big love somebody needs to pour back into. And I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I see, well, no, I ain't gonna say I don't see it happen. What I see is that there's a purging of maybe a karmic energy, another woman or somebody who is very controlling. So that and cutting the cords. Now, the cutting the cords could be a parent that they're cutting the cords from, because I'm getting parent energy in both of these cards. And this card could be an inappropriate woman. That could also be a parent. I don't know if y'all heard my live the other day. I was telling you about this. Somebody I knew, this young man who he was a ward of the state, and he was staying with his foster parents. And when I asked him what his mother actually did, because they were uh, having visitation a lot, so I said, "Well, what she do for a living?" He said, "Massage therapist," but his mother was really a prostitute, a currently acting prostitute, which I thought it was maybe past energy. When I did find out, it wasn't. She made a mistake and texted the foster dad something she was supposed to text to John, and then tried to clean it up. Maybe when she realized it, a couple hours later, it was too late, and the state gave him back to her. You know what's crazy is I hope that child is all right. That's not crazy, but I don't know how he's doing. Hope he's all right. Anyway, somebody is cutting some cords. Somebody's looking toward big love, fearless love. Somebody's probably saying, I don't want to be, I'm cutting these cords so I can have a great big love. Maybe they experience some of it and they want more. And they know that their wounds could be healed that way. That's what I'm getting. Okay, Page of Wands. Yeah, this is a younger person, possibly a younger male, who may be cutting cords, because this is my gossip card. This is my they talking too much card on the flip side of it. And I feel like there's a lot of people observing your person or talking about your person, and they are in some infantile energy that they're trying to expand from and release with this etheric cords. They're trying to cut the cords to these people that aren't good for them. Yeah, and they giving up on this. Okay, so whoever this broken mother is, that's what I'm getting. This person is giving up on this situation with her, because she's so disconnected. She's so disconnected from her children. This is somebody that needs to go get some therapy, some help, some intense therapy. Like they might, so that they can find whatever it is that caused why they are what they are today. Is something that they need to go work on that. But I get that somebody's giving up on them and letting that go. Because this person wasn't in defensive energy anymore, but they're not doing it anymore. It's like, all right, I'm over it. Yeah, no more working on something. The Eight of Coins. Oh, somebody experienced loss. In reverse, somebody experienced a lot of loss, financial loss, honestly. And somebody also, the Eight of Coins is about working on yourself, right? I feel like this person wants to rest in this love. They need this wound healer to help them figure out what direction that they're going to go in. At the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Then we have a Knight of Cups energy. Now, knights don't stick around for long. Okay, and I'm getting with this person, they want to release themselves from a situation and probably come to you with an offer. But I will say that they're probably a bit confused about what things are going to look like, because they need help. This is somebody that needs help. I heard Teach Me How to Love by music. Teach me how to love. Oh, my love. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, yes. If you cut this love from this person, they feel like it's an injustice. They feel like, not only does they feel like it's an injustice, but they feel like it's their karma. Mm. You got somebody here that's a bit lost, y'all, because of some family interference with etheric cords. Somebody that knew when they met you, just like you knew, the synchronicities lined up. Y'all were supposed to be together, but then there's something that they have to cut away. Something they feel weak from, or I don't know. Excuse me. It's something about this family that they've given up on. One at a time. But see, you see them upright the way the camera is showing, but these cards are all reversal for me. Wow. This is a queen of, okay. Whoever this mother is, this is clearly a mom who is not connected to her children, whose children clearly need her. She's a queen of swords in reverse, and this person is giving up. She may also be tearing down this person's self-esteem. She may be also very vicious. I'm just saying. She also could be the one getting her karma along with, because she harmed this person. Mm. Yeah, because your person is trying to get their independence. Nine of Pentacles. They also see you as independent, but this person is trying to cut the cords of the connection that they're in to gain their independence from this Queen of Swords energy. Bottom of the deck. Yeah. King of Swords. Now this person might be in their King of Swords in reverse energy. They might be matching because they beefing with this person. They want to come to you, but they still got to let go of this fight. They have to do this surrender. They have to willingly release. But I will tell you that the King of Swords also to me is a final decision. Okay, the King of Swords in reverse is a final decision. Like, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not open to communication no more. I'm done when I'm done. So that lines up with will and release. They're releasing that sacred lust or whatever that temptation, whatever that addiction was with this person, whatever the servitude, whatever they used to get or give from that person, they over that. They want to come towards you and they're making a final decision. Tell me more about so these two are at odds with each other. That's why they both reverse. She's in her tyrannical bitch energy, cursing, cussing, fussing. Who knows what kind of manipulation she is on? Because this gives me Gemini energy, somebody who likes to play a lot of mind games just to stir up the pot kind of stuff. And he is giving Libra, Aquarius energy, because he's making a decision, a sound decision. That Libra energy heavy, especially with this justice. This is somebody who really wants to release themselves because of something that they feel is karma. So they want to, yeah, they really want to let this go. They are willingly releasing the sacred lust, the addictions that they have. Your person, I feel like they're getting serious. I don't know what, how bad, but I feel like whatever happened in childhood with them definitely stems from babyhood. I feel like this is a person, this mother here with soul's forgiveness, and maybe this person just needs to find it in their heart to forgive her and so they can release her. But, there was lack of a bond that a mother and child would have. Male or female, it's just a lack of bonds. And I didn't know this existed until I was an adult. But I've had friends that told me that have maybe more than one child will say this one child. I didn't connect with them as an adult. Sorry, not an adult. Right after they were born, I didn't want to pick them up. I didn't want to coddle this child. I didn't want to nurse this child. I didn't want to deal with this particular child for whatever I was going through. Okay, and that child is affected. I mean, One of them is a young lady. She came right after her sister, right? I think it was within, you know how they call Irish twins, so they're very close in age, um, a year apart or something like that. But the mother, at the time she had the second child, she just wasn't ready to do it. So she might have postpartum depression, and she just wasn't connected to her child. And that child turns out to be very narcissistic, similar to her father, she said. So this child, that lack of bond, that is formed as soon as they come out the womb, makes a difference. Some women, they just don't have it, and they need to forgive themselves for it and still be able to find a way to connect with their child. The person that told me about that, she does connect with her child. They may not always agree, but that child does love her mother. She loves her child. They do connect. But there's some people that never connect with their child. They just never wanted that child. They didn't, but they took on a responsibility to some degree. I wouldn't say all of them. Um, yeah, I could tell you bad story after bad story, as an adult, and seeing some of my own family members, the way they did their children, and it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. I really just didn't. I used to think that stuff was in, like Mommy Dearest. I used to think that was the movie. That's just how people in Hollywood did it. I don't know. Faye Dunaway. That's what she did, or whatever her name was. You know, and I just didn't believe it until I got to see it with my own eyes. Somebody's mother, somebody is giving up on this narcissistic mother who needs to forgive herself so that she can calm down, so that she can get healing. But I don't feel like this is what's going to happen. This person has to release her. And uncharted seas. This also someplace they ain't never been, feeling like they need to release her after all that she may have put them through. You know how many people struggle with that? I'm not even gonna get into the numbers, but there's a lot. It's a lot to release a parent who has been karma and drama to you. This person wants that great big love. They need direction. Mm. I feel for your person, because this is something they got to make a big choice. So if you married this person and this is this is your mother-in-law for whatever reason, this person is struggling to release their mother, but they know they need to because this mother is toxic, okay, and causing problems in their relationships now. And they're clinging to you because you are the wounded healer. Your love is healing them. But they also got to put some effort in. This person is fighting for their independence. Tell me more. Yeah, oh yeah. This King of Swords had to make a hard decision to release her. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll do a part 2 on this because this energy right here is serious. This is serious because somebody's making a choice to leave somebody that they would normally never leave behind. Who wants to leave behind their parent? But there's something with this parent, this selfishness, the narcissism, I can't even say it. It's so bad with that parent that has been from birth that they got to release it. They got to let it go. So take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, I get it. Again, I'll look out for part 2. But thank you for coming to my channel, y'all. Oh, yeah. And look, at the bottom of the deck. 10 of coins in reverse. This is a family situation, y'all. Somebody is releasing their family. They're making the choice to let it go and walk away. So, if you have love in your heart for this person, that great big love, that fearless love that they're looking for, and you can be there for them, and they can be for you, then, this person needs your help. They need your guidance. They need your support. Have some compassion, this might be what you were looking for too, for yourself, meaning maybe this will improve your relationship once they release the things that are holding them back in life. Again, thank you for coming to my channel. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe.